I run 4 brands and I create content for all of them. And not just that, I do it in minutes, not hours. Before AI, I used to spend my entire weekend just creating content for one brand. And I was still working my 9 to 5 at that time. Now I have content ready for 4 brands, all designed, all on brand, all scheduled. In the same time, it used to take me to write one caption. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I do it using Claude code and why this system is the reason I can run a 6-figure business as one-person operation. Hi everyone, I'm a software developer and now also an online entrepreneur, and today I'm going to show you the exact system behind my content operation. And here's the truth: inconsistency kills any business. If you cannot show up consistently because content creation is taking too long, your audience doesn't grow. And if your audience doesn't grow, your income doesn't grow either. That was the cycle I was stuck in until I built this system. Let's get into it. Before we even open Claude Code, there is one thing you need to create first: your brand guideline. So let me explain what a brand guideline actually is, because this is the foundation of the entire system. A brand guideline is basically a document that contains everything about your brand. Think of it like an onboarding document you would give to a new employee on their first day. It tells them everything they needed to know to represent your brand correctly, without you having to explain it every single time. Inside your brand guideline, you want to include your brand name and social media handles, your niche and industry, your target audience, who they are, what they feel, what they need, your color palette, your typography, which fonts you use and when, your brand voice, how you write, how you sound, what you never say, your content pillars, the topics you always talk about, and research topics, what's trendy in your niche right now. The more detail you put into this document, the less work you have to do later, because this document becomes the brain of the entire content system. Let me show you a real example. To show you exactly how this works, I'm going to use a demo brand I created called Happy Quotes, which is just a fake brand to illustrate what I want to say. The handle is Happy Quote, a quotes page for personal growth and everyday inspiration. Now, before I even open Claude Code, I open my notes app and I brainstorm everything about this brand. And I mean everything. Here's exactly what I wrote: brand name, Happy Quotes, and my handle, Happy Quotes. My niche, quotes page for personal growth content, target audience, 4 segments, color palette, typography, brand voice, content pillars, taglines, one for Instagram, one for Threads. And I do the same for email, defining the voice, the format, and the templates for every email I send. You can pause the video if you want to read everything in detail. Once I have all of this in my notes, I take it to Claude and ask, create a brand guidelines PDF, very well explained, like I would give this to a new employee as an onboard document. Explain my brand completely and clearly. And Claude creates the full brand guidelines PDF for me. That's the document I'm going to use in the next step. Now we are ready to go to Claude Code. Open Claude Code. Go to Projects in the left sidebar and click New Project. You will see 2 questions. What are you working on? Here, just type the name of my project, in this case, Happy Quotes, and what you were trying to achieve. This is where most people write one sentence and move on. Don't do that. The more detail you give, the better every future conversation inside this project will be. Here's exactly what I type for Happy Quotes. This project is for Happy Quotes, a motivational quotes brand on Instagram and Threads. The brand guidelines PDF uploaded here is the source of truth. Always follow it for target audience, brand voice, color palette, typography, and content pillars. Every response, caption, quote text, graphic, and Threads post should match this voice and visual identity by default, without me needing to re-explain it each time. Now, before I go further, I check that Canva is already connected. You see this plus icon here? Click it and go to connectors. Make sure Canva is connected. This is important because with one prompt, Claude can create designs directly inside your Canva account. I will go back to this in a moment. Now here's where the real magic happens. Inside my Happy Quotes project, I go to Files and click Upload from Device. And I select the brand guidelines PDF that Claude just created for me. The moment I upload this PDF becomes a shared context for every chat inside this project. project. Every new conversation I start inside Help Quotes will have that PDF available as a background material. My brand voice, my colors, my audience, my content style, everything. Claude already knows from this moment forward. And now I create separate chats for each platform inside the project. I create Help Quotes Instagram content, Threads content, email content, TikTok content, and inside each chat, I paste a short platform-specific style guide. So Claude knows not just the brand, but exactly how to write for that specific platform. It's just to reinforce it. I made sure this exact text is also included in my brand guideline. For Instagram, I paste the square format rules, the typography rules, the caption style. For Threads, I paste the first person affirmation formula. For email, I paste the email voice guide and the template. Now every chat knows the brand and the platform without me explaining anything twice. Now here's the moment everything comes together. My project already has my brand voice, my style, my colors, my audience, all of it. So all I do is type one prompt. Create 30 Instagram posts using my brand guidelines and my style. And please open them in Canva so I can see and edit it if needed. That's it. Claude generates 30 on brand posts and opens them directly inside my Canva account. Already using my colors, my fonts, my brand voice. I go through them quickly, check if the voice is right, adjust anything if needed, and that's my content for the entire month. Done. Now I won't go deeper into the Claude and Canva workflow here because I already created a full dedicated video on this. That's how I create all my weekly content in 2 minutes. Claude and Canva workflow. Everything's explained in details there. Go watch that one after this. But one important tip before you do this, make sure your brand guidelines are also uploaded inside your brand kit in Canva Pro. Because when Claude opens your designs in Canva, it will pull your brand colors and fonts from your brand kit. Everything already on brand without any extra work. I also explain in details in my Claude and Canva workflow video. I follow this process for all my brands. Same steps, different brand guidelines, and in minutes I have weeks of content ready across every platform. Now let me connect this to the money side. On all 4 of my brands, I am selling something. Digital products, app subscriptions, affiliate links. Every piece of content I post is pointing people towards something they can buy. But here's the key. Consistency is what drives sales on social media. When you show up every single day, your audience grows. And as your audience grows, your income grows automatically. Before the system, I couldn't be consistent across 4 brands as a one person. It was physically impossible. Now content creation is not a pain anymore. It takes minutes. And because it's automated, I can put all my energy into parts of my business that actually need me specifically. My one-on-one calls, building my apps, creating new products. That's what a one-person business should feel like. Everything that can be automated, automated. Everything that requires you personally, done by you. So here's the recap. Step 1, brainstorm your brand in your Notes app and be as detailed as possible. Step 2, ask Claude to create your brand guidelines PDF. Step 3, create a project inside Claude with a detailed description. Step 4, upload your brand guidelines PDF to the project. Step 5, connect Canva and upload your brand guidelines inside Canva Pro in your brand kit. Step 6, create separate chats for each platform inside the project. Step 7, ask Claude to create your content and open it in Canva. That's it, content for every platform. And this is just one piece of much bigger system I use to run my entire online business on autopilot. If you want to learn how to automate not just your content, but your sales flows, your email marketing, your lead generation, and your daily business tasks using AI, that's exactly what I explain in details inside Business Automator. It's the complete guide to building an automate AI-powered online business that works for you even when you're not working. Link in the description. And if this video gave you value, hit the thumbs up. It really helps, and subscribe to this channel because there is a lot more coming. See you on the next video. Bye!